matter how hard I try.
Yo, what is up guys, Cody here, and today I am back with some more Injustice 2. Now before we start this video, I want to ask you guys if you could go ahead and please leave a like down below. Let's make our goal for today 5 likes on today's video. I would really appreciate it, and it does help out my channel. And with that said guys, let's get it started. So today I decided to go over basically some of the things at the new patch for Injustice 2. Basically, I want to give a little review of what happened. If you don't know what a patch is, it's basically like an update for Injustice 2. So as you know, about a few weeks ago, NetherRealm announced that there would be a new patch going on, and that they would have a Watchtower stream where they would show where they would show what the patch was about and all that stuff. So they did it, and they showed some stuff about the characters, and I mean it was cool and all. So then the thing is that we had no clue at all as to when this patch was coming. Like, they gave us no dates, no nothing. Like, we had no idea when this was coming. So basically 3 days ago, I believe 3 or 4 days ago, the patch came out for Injustice 2, and it had quite a few surprising things for everyone. So it was pretty shocking for many people. So today I'm gonna just basically give you like a conclusion, like a little summary of what the whole patch was about, because it did have some significant changes and some that weren't so significant. So let's go ahead and start. First of all, if you guys saw the Starfire trailer, you knew that there was a Bizarro premiere skin in that trailer, and it was all pretty shocking because we had, again, like no clue that there was going to be another premiere skin. So then again, we had NetherRealm didn't give us any clues or hints as to when we would get the Bizarro premiere skin. So then this new patch comes out that no one knows about, and then what would you know, Bizarro is here in the premiere, as a premiere skin for Superman. And then everyone's just like, whoa, what? Wait, what's this? You know, I mean, like, everyone was completely shocked. Like, we did not expect this at all. So yeah, the patch did bring a Bizarro premiere skin, which is amazing. It looks great. I unfortunately do not have it because it's like 6,000 source crystals, and yeah, I'm just saving up my source crystals right now. But I hope to get him soon. He looks really cool. Another important thing that happened was there were some changes with the characters, and I'm gonna go ahead and start with the most changed character, which was unfortunately Aquaman. So everyone, while they were watching the stream, the Watchtower stream about the update, everyone was like, rip Aquaman, because of what NetherRealm did to him. And it really does suck. What they did was basically they toned him down. They decreased his strength. They you know, there's this specific move which is like the Trident Rush, or the Trident whatever. He just like stabs his opponent like various times with his trident. That move, they reduced the damage because it did way too much damage. They also, for the Trident toss, which is when he tosses his trident, they also reduced the damage done there. And another thing they did was one of the key combos, which was the, you know, I think it's called From the Deep, the move where he summons like an octopus leg, which grabs his opponent, and then if he meter burns it, it launches his opponent in the air. So before the patch, people would use that move and then throw the trident at their opponent, which would do like an insane amount of damage, which was actually like one of the most powerful combos of Aquaman. So what they did, NetherRealm saw this, and they decided to actually remove that combo. So now what happens is when you summon your, octopus leg, when you meter burn it, it just slams you down to the floor harder, so you won't be able to perform that combo. Which actually sucks because, that was like one of the best like Aquaman moves. Like I would go into some ranked matches, and you know, I would just use my Aquaman there, and one of the key moves that I would use was those. But you know, to be honest, I don't think I'm really gonna use Aquaman that much anymore. So yeah, I mean, that really sucks. But you know, he's still a really good character. I mean, he still does a lot of damage if you know how to use him right. So another thing that happened was that several characters, you know, like Aquaman and Red Hood and Black Adam, were nerfed. If you don't know what nerfed means, that's basically like they would reduce them, like they reduce their strength, etc. I'm not gonna get into detail because you know it's not really that important. You don't really notice it that much. So another thing that happened was that many characters were left untouched, like Red Hood, for example. I'm sorry, not Red Hood. Sub-Zero. He was left untouched because NetherRealm said that they liked the way that they play. So, you know, nothing happened to those characters. Another thing that happened was that all large characters, you know, like all big characters like Bane, Atrocitus, Brainiac, etc. Those characters, they added a small but like a noticeable boost of defense, which actually makes kind of sense, you know, because they're like big, you know. I mean, they're supposed to be like strong and defensive. So they did that. I think it makes sense. And another thing they did was that some lower tier people, like Swamp Thing for example, they got buffed a little bit, so they basically like increased their strength, which is pretty good. I mean, yeah. Like, you don't really notice it that much, but there's just like tiny things that make a big impact. So another thing that actually came to our surprise was that with this patch, we got some new shaders for every character, which are called tournament shaders. Now, again, we had no like word at all as to, like, we had no clue that there were going to be new shaders. Like, we had no notice from NetherRealm at all. So it was kind of a surprise when the patch came out that we see two new shaders, which are the tournament one, which makes your character look like it basically like covers it with gold. It looks like the God shader, but you know, without the the white silver lining. And then we got an Electrum shader, which is basically like a silver platinum shader that they added for the characters. Now, again, we had no word as to when this was coming out, and I don't know why they added this. Like NetherRealm in the tournament shader trailer, what they did was they said, help us support our events by wearing these. I mean, I don't really know what events they're talking about, so it's kind of weird. I mean, the only other clue as to why they added this was because, like, if you go to your multiplayer on Injustice 2, you'll see like there's a tournament mode, which is like, it's basically like a tournament but with no progression or rewards, so it like doesn't help you out at all. And I mean, I like rarely use it. Like, no, I have never used it before. Like, I just leave it there. I'm pretty sure most of you don't even use it either, so I mean, I don't know why they added that. Maybe it has something to do with the tournament mode, I'm not really sure. But nah, they look pretty cool, man. The shaders look pretty lit. I'm happy they added those, and they cost 5,000 source crystals, which is actually like really expensive, unfortunately. But yeah, for example, like some characters like Sub-Zero, the tournament shader looks like really good on him. You know, like Cyborg, Batman, not that much, but you know, like like many characters look really good with that shader. Alright guys, well that's pretty much like that's pretty much all that was done. I mean, of course, I'm not gonna get into detail because there were like several minor things that were updated, you know, that you can't really notice it because they're like so small. But if you go to, I don't know, just go to any search engine like Google, for example. If you go there and type in Injustice 2 patch, the August patch, you'll see like the list. As I was saying, you would see basically everything that was actually updated. You know, all the specific numbers, all the increasements, decreasements, the stage interactions, whatever, you know. All of that stuff, you can find it online if you guys want that, but I basically just went through everything that was significantly important to this new patch. So yeah, guys, I mean, that's pretty much all to go. I think I covered everything big that happened in the update. Another thing that I wanted to say was that Starfire is going to be released in August, if you guys didn't know. I'm not sure when exactly. I'm probably thinking sometime maybe in like next week or maybe in 2 weeks. I'm not sure, but definitely you can get your hopes up for that, and you can definitely prepare yourself for a Starfire video that I'm gonna make whenever she comes out. I think she's gonna look really cool, and she's gonna be like a really good character. I'm like super excited for her. I can already tell she's gonna be amazing, and used a lot actually. She's like a fan favorite. So yeah, guys, I think that's all I have to say here. I bet you just saw some of my Sub-Zero matches against Superman, and man, the first 2 matches, bro, they were like so close. They were like critically close. Like, we were both low on health. Like I was saying, I don't know what happened there. I had to get my head in the game. Like, I just completely like panicked on those final matches. I don't know, but yeah, those were some good matches. Alright guys, that's about all the time we have for today. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope you did enjoy this video, and if you did, could you go ahead and please leave a like down below. And while you're doing that, why don't you go ahead and click on that subscribe button for more amazing content like this. And while you're doing that, why don't you go ahead and write down in the comments below what was your favorite feature in this new Injustice update. And with that said, guys, I'm going to leave these matches for you guys to watch, and this is where the commentary ends. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and with that said, I'll see you guys in the next video. This is Cody signing off. Goodbye.
Something. Ready to quit yet?
Sub-Zero wins. Begin.
better to fight with honor.
Sub-Zero wins. Begin.
The cold does not suit you.
Your incompetence is scary.
Sub-Zero wins.